How goes it, everybody? I'm Cujo, and welcome back to another FTB Skies episode. I'm finally starting to get the name of this pack down. So we are back in front of our little automated setup. I haven't done too much. I got everything upgraded. I got speed upgrades put in and everything. So we're doing good there. We got a couple things I want to tackle. That's not the right button. Tackle today. I want to get us into some industrial foregoings today, but we need to make some. Well, this is just for a quest. That's the only reason we're making that. We can save it for later, but I also need a GM chicken feed to make another hostile mob farm. And this hostile mob farm, I think we're going to place in Nether. I want to see if we get different mobs. Get out of my way. Yeah, poor decision, huh? Okay, you can come out, chicken, because you're going to give me things right now. Eat this stuff you blew up. Give me a rotten egg. There we go. We got a rotten egg. But I want to get into industrial foregoings so that we can get the mob masher and stuff. First, we're going to need mob slaughter factory. We may put this on our host or our what's it called? On our passive mob, maybe to get some pink slime stuff going. I don't know. But we need to get into this mob, right? We need a fluid extractor is the first thing. Let's save that guy. I made a barrel upgrade to complete a quest line. All this stuff is done. We got a lot of stuff, not a ton of stuff done up in our things, but I think we're almost over to the other side. We made a crafting manager so we can manage our things. I really don't like not having upgraded crafters. It's weird to me to not be able to put more in than we had. I forgot that we already had a fluid drain. I made one to make the eggs because I'm a derp. But all these are all upgraded, all speed upgrade and everything. So if we get into our fluid extractor here, right? Let's see. We need to get some gold going. I know there's a way if you come in here, if you have a recipe saved for how to do something, I think there's a way to do it, but I don't remember how. But we just need that. We need a pitiful machine frame, which we need some more iron. Start our iron going. This stuff should all go. It goes way faster now, as you see. We may do like a requester for iron and gold or something. It goes very quick when we have it fully upgraded. But we need to get back to this. Pity machine frame. There we go. Let's get that going. I still have not tackled a tree farm yet. So we're low on wood. But I probably want more than one of these. So let's make up another 3. We have no planks. All right. So let's grab another 3. We don't need one of those. We can just put them all in because we're going to make the crafting of the things. We're going to need 2 more pity frames, which means we need 3 more light pressure plates. And that should be our deal here. So it says power optional, which power is going to make us go a little faster. We could probably make some speed upgrades eventually once we get a little farther down into the mod pack, I said. And for this, I think what we're going to do, let's do a constructor deal. Right here, constructor. And I thought there was faster ones in this too. Maybe not. Maybe that was for refined applied energistics, I said. So let's make a pattern for this because it's going to be easier. So grab our constructor. Everything is already got a deal for it. We can toss this up in here. So we're probably going to need these every now and then. Let's make a constructor. We're missing a single silicon. That doesn't make sense. Don't we have a silicon recipe? Could have swore we did this. That would go in the energized smelter. So where's that at? Ultimate smelting factory. Maybe we did not make one. So now that should get us our deal. So there's our constructor. There we go. That's going to place a log for us, which we don't have infinite of, but it's nighttime. All right, so I got a basic setup going for collecting up some latex. I'm just trying to get some fluid pipes up to pipe in the things. We will go up and see. So we have a refined storage constructor placed up here, and that has a filter on it to export or place oak logs. So once this log runs out, it will place. We put a couple points on our fluid extractors to get a deal going there. And then we can take a fluid tank, ender tank, and start exporting into here. So we can use this for other places if we need to also. We will have a little bit of a buffer of latex. That's not what I meant to do. And there we go. So if we take these and we put our latex output to push, right? It should go. Are these already going in here? Are they already going in? Yeah, I don't think we need to do push even. It's just as long as it's good. As long as it's checked, we're good. All right, so we have a bucket and climbing of that. So we need to get, what is the next step in our quest? It's obviously going to be the latex processing unit, which should be super easy. All right, so we set our basic setup here of what we had before. My main thing of doing this was to try to figure out if we would get different mobs from the other mobs we would get. And we do. We get all the nether mobs. We get wither skeletons and everything. So I got the same thing. I got a redstone receiver on a redstone lamp here. We right-clicked on it, shift right-clicked on the receiver with the GPS, plugged it in here, and we can control our light like that. So we got a little bit of stuff built up in here. We want to get our tanks set up now. So I think what I'm going to do is put our tanks kind of off to the side over this way. So we place one tank down there and one tank down there. These are going to show latex in them at the moment. They should, once we get latex in that system. But we're going to take our meat and put that in this one. So this one will be meat. This one will be pink slime. And then I want to bucket out of this. I think we can. Can we not bucket out? There we go. We can bucket. It just has to be single. So our meat one, we're going to put into here. I guess we could just right-click on it also. We don't have a bucket yet of the other stuff. So meat is going to be the first one to go. But now that meat's in here, it will fill up the other one, though. But I want to keep this running and not have it shut down from getting full. So we'll probably have to place a bigger tank underneath this to get it built up more. But there we go. So you see some things spawning with wither skeletons and stuff. And maybe we'll make a similar one of this next door to make our mob slaughter factory once we get enough pink slime saved up. All right, I kind of want to redo this, and we're going to do it using laser IO, I think. So we have, let's get our stuff. Where's our white, brown, white? So this is the brown, this is the pink. All right. Let's put our hover on so we don't fall into the void here. I want to try to put the tanks, and I want to see if we can make the tanks so they empty into the ender tanks. So if I go like this and I hit empty, is that going to do anything? Doesn't appear so. We might have to pump it down. I don't know. I do want to have access to this because I maybe put the ender. I would thought maybe we'd put the ender tank on the bottom and the top would be the buffer. These are ultimate tanks, so I mean that's 256 buckets of meat right there. But it's still shutting down. So what I want to do is we're gonna hook up some laser IO here. So let's grab our laser nodes. Do we make a remote? Or no, we didn't make. We didn't make our wrench for it. So we go to laser IO. We need this laser wrench, which is we need to deal one of these guys, a logic chip. So let's make a logic chip, and then that should get us our wrench. Now we can go back. Okay, so if we take a laser node, place one here, one here, one here, and we just link all these guys up. So they're all on the same network now. So what I want to do is we need to grab our flux point. Actually, we don't. We still have energy on here underneath, so we don't really need to run the energy through our laser node. But we do want to opposite side of this. So we're looking east. So let's look at west. We're going to want to extract fluid. We can overclock this guy. I don't think it really needs it. So we want to extract. It's just going to extract everything. We can overclock this and crank it up. So crank it up. Fastest extraction we can go. We don't need redstone to worry about or anything. And on this one, we want to place on the down, we want to insert a fluid. Overclock. Let's get this, and let's do a filter, right? And in this one, we want the meat. So liquid meat. Guess we'll have to use the bucket. Bucket of liquid. It's not letting me drag it over. Do I have to have a physical bucket of meat? Yeah, let's grab a bucket. So on the down, boom, filter, bucket of meat. So then that should put liquid meat in here. And then in this one, let's grab a bucket of slime. On the down, we'll do fluid, overclock with a filter with pink slime. So now it's starting to pour pink slime in here. And I think we can do priorities on these, can we not? Priority, so I think high is more important. So we'll put these on like 20. And then, oh, I forgot to grab it. Do I have it in my inventory still? I want to make a fluid trash can so that this thing never stops running. Because we're filling up on meat, right? So it's going to not continually run, I believe. Because maybe, unless it just voids the meat off. Maybe it does. I don't know. But in case it doesn't, I want to put a fluid trash can out here. And we'll connect that in. So then at the side over here, we can place our fluid, and we'll do a fluid card. We'll do our overclocks. Did we overclock the down on the card itself? Yes, we did. And so this would be opposite this side. So north, so that'd be south. We want to insert overclock. We don't need a filter on this, but we want to take the priority away. So it only inserts there if those are full. So we'll max out at 256 buckets of that. But now we need to address that, not filling. Which, can we take our... Do we have a... We need to get a configurator. Alright, so we have our configurator now. Can we, like, shift-click on these? To put into... Yes. Yes, 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 we can. So now those, I believe, will first fill up our ender tanks. So they're just strictly working as a buffer now, and they're filling our ender tanks with stuff. It doesn't show in the ender tanks. I think that's probably a shaders issue or something. Yeah, see, if we turn the shaders off like that, we can see the fluids in there. But I like the shaders on, so we're going to turn them back on. There we go. We are shaded. So this is automatically set up now, and it will continually run with no issues. He gets stuck in there. So we're going to need to, now that we have some of this stuff, we need to make similar mob farm, but for mob drops from the end, or from the nether. So I'm going to get another building, just like this built up over on this side, I believe. And we'll start getting that stuff going. Okay, I don't remember what I got distracted. Well, I didn't get distracted. I started getting a big error. So something I did, it probably messed something up, is I put because we're running out of sides on this. Because we're running out of sides on this, I decided, well, you know, I'm going to put an extension. There's an extension deal. If we come down here, this guy, a controller extension. I put it on because I wanted more sides, and I said, well, let me do this, and we'll put a fluid external storage on it so we can see fluids. Because what I'm going to do is we're going to place down a bunch of our ender tanks here, and we're going to pump them into our drawer system. So I created some drawers, and I put them up here. We have 8 different fluid drawers. We got to get them upgraded. And I auto did some upgrades. So we can take, we have 9. Oh, we're not going to need them because we can place these in. But I did auto add these. Since these are fluid, we can just click right on all the things, and they will get sucked into the drawer. All right, so yeah, but when I did that, my complete refined storage system screwed up. I could see everything that was in the system, but I could not access it. I couldn't draw anything out. So if I went like this, it wouldn't pull anything out. So that was unfortunate. But yeah, so we got our things now. Let's see if our ender tank. I think I made a bunch of ender tanks. Yeah, I made 10 of them. I don't think we'll need 10. Let's do 8 to start. Because we have 8 drawers. We can always add more drawers if needed. I also want to place these a little bit lower because I want access to the top. So the first one we'll just place like this. So that should be 8 of them. And if we get some dye, so we have a white, white, white. We have a brown. Why are we not in a crafting grid? There we go. I think because I was going over to fluid grid. So if we place one of these, get our brown dye. And we need a pink dye. And that's all we have right now besides the latex, which is on white. So if we grab pink tulip, we'll grab a pink dye. So this will be white. We'll do meat in this guy. And that should, yeah, liquid meat. It's full. And then that's full. And we have a bucket of each, I think, in our system. So we need a bucket of latex, a bucket of meat, and a bucket of slime. We don't really need to store fluid buckets of XP because we have our experience obelisk. But we can hop up in here and we can bucket into this drawer. Oh, I think we had an issue with these not working when they were locked, didn't we? So let's keep these unlocked. Let's do latex because that was our first, our meat, and then there. And now we can lock them. So we got to remember to unlock those, which is going to be dangerous. So I'm not going to add those to our system yet. We are getting very laggy when we're doing this now because we have a lot of things selected. There we go. But we can now take that off our hotbar so we're not getting laggy. We have the things. We have one bucket in each. We have them upgraded up to have 384, just like our lava. So now all we need to do is set up our... I think we're going to make an elevator for there too and get rid of the stairs. So now if we pipe out of these... So we'll pipe off the back, I think. So that should be a pipe going out for there. And an export on that. And an export on this. They should all be exporting now, so we should be able to, allegedly, bring this across. And we should start filling up our fluid tanks, our fluid drawers. And then we'll have access to it for auto crafting. Is what I meant to say, not automatic. So we have 2K of these guys, and they're being voided. That's continuing. I think what we might do, maybe we'll make a compact drawer system and place this in it. But I don't like that. I might leave this one here, and we'll build a custom tree around it. That would be magnificent, wouldn't it? We'll just put a big tree there. But I think for our latex, because we're not banking any latex. We're not collecting enough to make latex here. It's all getting drawn into here as it gets it. It's getting converted and everything. And that's just putting things into the thing over there. Let's grab our upgrade that we put away. And we're going to upgrade that guy because it is full and is just voiding things. So we might as well upgrade it, let it collect up some things more. So these should be good. So if we go in our grid right now and we click on this guy and we go to fluid grid, if we get rid of the upgrade, now you can see we have a bucket of latex. We are gaining some latex. We are not gaining it very fast, though. We have 17 buckets of lava or meat and slime, and we have some lava going. The reason we're not getting more pink slime and stuff is because we do not have that chunk loaded yet. Let's hop over here and do that real quick. So it looks like let's just claim these chunks and load those 3. And that should do everything for us. So that will now stay loaded. And we'll continue to add, well, the liquid meat will definitely be be going, because I don't know why we keep getting this stuff from this, because they shouldn't be drops, I wouldn't think, from the mod, unless they're dying before they get killed by the mob slaughter factory. All right, so what I want to make is this compact machine here, and we need 8 drawers, which is polished 8 polished deep slate, which is cobbled deep slate. Do we have deep slate? In order to get deep slate, we need to get into the igneous extruder, which means packed ice, which means we need ice. And ice we can make from, it looks like we could make it from snow in the mana pool. And we can get snow from, okay. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get snow from Pure Daisy, put water around Pure Daisy, we'll get snow. So I'm going to convert some snow into ice, or some water into snow, and then from there we are going to convert that into ice. From that we'll make our packed ice like so. I'm going to do that off camera because it's going to be boring, and I'll be right back with you. All right, real quick, looks like this is how you have to do it. I tried putting the regular flour in there. It would not go with the regular flour, but it looks like it's doing something now. We see some particles going. I put the floating one down in, because every time you put the regular flour in, the water just knocks it off. But apparently the floating Pure Daisy is not, it's waterloggable, apparently. It takes a long time to convert this. I'll be back. All right, little pro tip here. Use your time in a bottle on this guy. It makes it take a lot less longer. I don't have to keep putting water in. It's just, it'll freeze the water that's coming off a source. So you can make a quick little snow farm this way. As soon as your time in the bottle runs out, it goes really slow. But if you pump this up to 128, boy, does it go fast. Just be careful not to chop all your dirt out. All right, another quick thing. I didn't read the recipe right. We need, what's it called? Catalyst. We need an alchemy catalyst. This guy, which looks like it's craftable, I would say. We just need a couple mana, or a mana pearl. Get some mana pearls. We probably had some mana pearls, actually. So if we go into here, can we craft everything? We're not in a crafting grid. Can we craft everything? We're just missing a brewing stand. And that's our alchemy catalyst. So now we can dig this up underneath our pool. And then if we throw our snow blocks in, we should get some ice. Yes, you can see it'll do it. I don't know how much we'll get. We got 14 before we ran out. So now we can take this and make some packed ice. All right. I'm using my pick. I had a Silk Touch pick. I didn't want to use it, but I think we need to, because it is hard to get Silk Touch, apparently. I can't get it again. There we go. Now, as soon as we put the Silk Touch pick on, you can see we are now getting our stuff. We need our linking tool. We're going to need to place a pedestal up here. We need to put an export upgrade onto it, and now we can link it to this guy. Let's grab a little bit of ice out of here, link it to here. So that should then be sending it to this guy, which we do have 24 ice in. We can plop that in there. And there we go. We are now building up ice. We have 100 so far. I don't remember why we needed that. Oh, because we needed... Okay, we need the igneous extruder to get this. So let's save our igneous extruder so we don't forget what we're doing. Where do we want to put this? It would be good to place it somewhere that's not going to catch everything on fire. And maybe we could put it over here. If we set it up, we don't have enough space there, but let's say we do this. And we can set it up with some pedestals to reach up there if we take all these off. All right, so if we place a block under there and come under there, same with this side. And then we put our igneous extruder in the middle. And place ice on one side. And a lava bucket on this side. That should then start producing cobbled deep slate. Let's grab a couple more pedestals, because we're going to need those. We're going to use pedestals for this also. We've gotten way sidetracked. Grab 2 pedestals, and we're going to need our upgrades. So we're going to need 2 of these ones this time, because what we're going to do is we're going to have 1 export and 1 import. So we are going... I don't know if this works. I've never tested this. This is coming out of the friggin' Cujo's own brain right here. So if we take this guy and place it on here, it should start pulling blackstone out, correct? Correct. So then if we hop up on this guy, we can put the other upgrade here. We can grab some deep slate, place it in our drawer, get our linking deal, which is stuck in our crafting. Grab that guy, link it to this guy, and now it should be sending our blackstone up there. Yes, 72, it's going. So now that we have the blackstone, we can make a recipe for polished blackstone, which is what we need for this. So machine walls, let's make a recipe for that guy. And a polished blackstone, we'll make a recipe for that. And then a compact machine, we'll make a recipe for that. We do not have a recipe for block of netherite. We do have a recipe for netherite ingots, though. So all of those can be auto-crafted. We can get 2 in there. As you can see, we keep adding more crafters because we don't have the tiered ones. So we have to keep doing things. So now if we hit compact machine, we should be able to find 1. It says it has everything it needs. Let's see if it crafts correctly. And did. We have now a compact machine. We also need the personal shrinking device to be able to get into it. And there is our compact machine deal. So what were we putting in here? Oh, yes, our latex. This is going to be our latex stuff. So let's place a deal down. Where should we place? We can just like scatter these around, right? We don't just like hide it up in the bricks or something. Let's just go inside and see what it looks like. So this is as big as it gets right here. Let's set our deal over here. I'm going to go back and get some things set up for machines that we need. All right, so after looking at the time, that's going to be all we have time for today. Like I said, I'm trying to keep these videos a little bit shorter. It might take some adjusting or how I do things, obviously. We're cutting a video off kind of midway. I already had a whole recorded video, but we kind of got too long. So we're going to cut it off here as a good transition point. So we will pick up in the next episode. But if you made it to this point of the video, I truly appreciate you. You're super amazing. You help out the channel more than you want just by watching the video to the end. It's awesome. If you want to help it out more, hit that like button, share it with a friend. If you're new here, consider subscribing. If you got something to say it down below. And I'll see you all next episode. Bye-bye.